Hey guys, I'm Captain Duck and this is DFVIDTUTS2015. In this episode I'll talk all about hunters. Hunters are yet another way to get food source. They're hunters, hunters basically. They're dwarves which walk around with a crossbow and try to hunt animals which are walking around your map probably. If I press U and go to others, there's some elk birds around and there's probably some hunters trying to hunt them and kill them and drag them back to my fortress. So let's show you one maybe. Is there someone actually hunting? Yes, there is. You are. Let's ZF on him. We'll follow him. Yeah, he's walking around trying to find. Well, he's going to eat now, by the looks of things. Well, he was trying to shoot the thing, shoot any of those animals, and yeah, get it back to my fortress. So what do you need to get a hunter up and running? Well, that's a couple of things. First of all, you need a crossbow. I think I have a crossbow, Bowyer's workshop here. You make one with BWB, I think, a Bowyer's workshop, yeah. Make it out of anything, place it, and when you've built that, you can queue over it and add a new task to make either bone crossbows or wooden crossbows. Well, that's the easiest way to do it. You can also make a crossbow from your forge. If I go to my forges, for example, I could also add an order for a weapon, for example an iron crossbow. Works as well. But yeah, the wooden ones you can start straight. Well, you can start off with a wooden crossbow, which I do. But what was I trying to say? You can also just make some very easily. If you chop down a couple of trees, make wooden crossbows. It's a easy way to get a hunter started. What else does a hunter need? Well, that's bolts, of course. We've talked about bolts before. Easy way to make bolts is also from wood. If I make them at a craft dwarf, you can craft dwarf with BWR. At a craft dwarf you can make bolts if you queue over them with either from wood, make wooden bolts, or you can make from bone, you can make bone bolts. Both should be a pretty good resource. You can make bolts at the magma forge. If I make it's also in weapons and ammunition. For example, I'm making some iron bolts here, but might not be good to use them. Use those for just normal everyday hunting. You want to save your iron bolts or metal bolts for your actual enemies. Let's talk about that in a second. What else you need is a quiver. Your hunters will need a quiver to store their bolts in, and I have a leatherworks here down here. And at the leatherworks you can make a quiver out of leather. I think you can only make quivers out of leather. You can't make them out of cloth or any other materials. Well, let me check that. Double check that. If I go to Dwarf Fortress Wiki, where the quivers or equipment made out of leather or adamantine. Or you can also make it out of hidden fun stuff. Spoilers. But normally, for normal use, just make them out of leather. And yeah, your military also needs quivers, so getting that leatherworks up and running and importing some leather by trading is important. If you want to know more about making those quivers, check out the leatherworking video, an earlier video I already did. Okay, so that's the items you need. You need the quiver, you need bolts, you need a crossbow, and when we have those, you have all the items you need at least. And you also need a dwarf to actually do the hunting job. Let's take the dwarf therapist here and let's see how my dwarves are doing that. I'm gonna sort by nothing. Go to the hunters, and I got a couple of hunters here. Looks like Art is my best hunter. They just have the hunting skill enabled. Lots of them have, well, that's fine. I like having lots of food, and it's good training for people as well. Take hunters and make them hunt in the beginning and then turn it into a ranged squad. It's a good way to make them get some skill. So yeah, they need the hunting skill in Dwarf Fortress itself. If you don't like the Dwarf Therapist, that's let's see if I take a hunter. You, for example, you're a trapper. Let's add hunting to you. Press Z on him. B, then L. You go to hunting. Enter to enter that, and I enter on hunting here. Now hunting is enabled for him, and he'll probably start. Yeah, he's going to pick up his equipment, his bolts, his quiver, and his crossbow, and he'll start hunting. So yeah, that's all you need, and when you have that set up, all hunting will basically happen automatically. You don't need to do it yourself or set anything up yourself. Once you have these items, your dwarf will randomly get a hunting job and try and hunt some of these animals which are around. Let's take maybe a look at a hunting guy. No one's actually hunting at the moment. How about you? You're doing the job now. Oh, you're deep down. Oh, you're not that deep down. Let's see. What is he doing? Here he goes to the weapon stockpile. Takes probably his crossbow. Now in the finished goods stockpile. There he's taking his quiver from. That's where you store quivers usually. Now he's going to probably take some bolts. I think he took some from... Where are you going? Why are you going down? I'm guessing he's doing something else now. Yeah, he has no job. Meh. Apparently, you can't reach the animals on the surface or something. Yeah, there's birds, and birds are annoying to hunt. But yeah, that's fine. But trust me, if there's like elks, yeah, there's normal elks around, or any items which are not birds, your hunts, if they can reach it, your dwarves will, if they can reach them, will try and hunt them, shoot them down. You can also, oh, I should talk about hunting dogs. Have I even given my hunting dogs to someone yet? Let's check. Art here is a militia commander. Well, you Warfox are actually a hunter. Warfox, let's Z on you, B on you, then E for work animals. Then I can assign a hunting dog if I have any. I usually start off with one in my embark profile, and that dog will help in hunting. Like in real life, dogs are great hunters, and if you work with them, yeah, will be better. Can't really explain how it works out in Dwarf Fortress, but yeah, the dog will help attack those enemies and bring them back and stuff like that. Don't know if them actually bring them back, but let's just say they do. Otherwise, the items you get from that are about the same as you get from slaughtering items. You're slaughtering animals again, basically. You get bones, you get leather, you get skulls, you get fat and all sorts of stuffs. Most of the stuff can just be used for cooking. If you have a kitchen somewhere up and running and you're preparing meals, you'll use those parts. Tanned hides will be turned into leather automatically if you have a tannery and auto tanning is on. Bones will be brought to your refuse stockpile, like down here. And yeah, that's about all the items you can get. Yeah, there's also things like hair and stuff that also gets brought to the refuse stockpile. That's the one I have over here, which is still filled up with skulls and stuffs. Need to make some more totems. Here, make totems forever. Make things from pearl forever. Make things from horn forever. From ivory and tooth forever. And make things from shell forever. I'll hopefully start using this stockpile a little bit and make it a little bit more empty. Why is there... that's a goblin's bone are in there as well. Nice. So we can make goblin bone bolts. Nice. Let's tell you other ones to make more bone bolts, for example. We were talking about those earlier as well. Okay, looks like another order. Don't have enough fruits around apparently, so let's remove that. Okay, I think that's about all I can tell you about hunting. Should know how to set up hunters now and how to get even more food in, how to slaughter everything around. So you'll have nice filled stockpiles. There you have nice filled stockpiles filled with foods, filled with warm wine here, for example, or with some nice prepared water buffalo kidney biscuits or duck ass biscuits or whatever, lettuce leaf roasts or prepared alpaca kidney roasts, whatever. That's how you get the fun meats as well, by slaughtering and by hunting. Okay, that's enough for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, here's a quick little note to show you guys my Patreon. This Patreon is a site where you can give money per month to artists like me, so we get a little bit of more stable income. If you were so nice to do that, you can also get yourself dwarfed. If you pay $1 per month, you can get yourself on the dwarfing list. If you pay 10, you can give me a suggestion for a game to play. I already played FTL because of that. And oh yeah, here's the dwarfing list. There's some dwarfs in here, so I need a whole lot more. So yeah, please sign up on the Patreon. It's patreon.com/DFVIDTUTS.